sometimes expanded them to go up to 40 minutes.
Doing very well. So they use that term.
All of those things in education, of course, those things are important.
Is going to our heads and our lungs.
The affirmations in the mirror for about 2 minutes.
They make all sorts of mistakes. Without that,
this is amazing.
and doing new things for our brain.
Normal, in a sense, with all of the changes.
Which parts of the brain are used?
Them get out of their own way and understanding automatic patterns and
based on that map that we have.
There's neural connections that, mindfulness is a part of life.
Hi, Frog, how do you do? Yes, I'd like.
So if they are, just keep it aside. Your work, keep it.
Good emotions.
How to use their observations to inform assessments.
Circulation in their nervous system.
See you with your smiling.
Atul, thank you very much for allowing me to join you. Namaste to you, my friends.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for tuning into the Early Childhood Global Spotlight Talk Show. I'm your host, Atul Tyagi from India. I'm also a co-founder of a preschool chain in the name of WOWkids, having more than 150 centers spread across 20 states of our country. I thank you, everyone, for joining us. And if you are just new here, we do the Spotlight live stream every Sunday, 9 p.m. my time, which is Indian Standard Time, and 10:30 a.m. EST, which is the time for US. The point of these shows is to simply inspire others and spread knowledge on various important topics in early childcare. And I'm really excited for the guest that we have today, Marian Herman from Florida, United States. So before we get started, Marian, I would like to give a small introduction before I ask you to play a couple of lines for our audience. So Marian Herman is a BA in music level of certification and a master's in education with an emphasis in early childhood, and is the founder of internationally respected Music with Meyer trademark program. With over 40 recordings, her music has won several awards, 2 Parents' Choice Awards, John Lennon Songwriting Award, and several other national awards. And her program is offered internationally through Discovery Channel, Spotify, Hoopla, iTunes, and other prominent distributors. She is also leading moderator and founding member of this global mastermind group, and has proudly also joined advisory board of WOWkids preschool chain recently. All right, let's welcome Marian on our Spotlight show. Marian, why don't you start the show with 2-3 lines for our audience and small children, maybe?
All right.
Yes.
Paint your picture and draw outside the lines. Make a purple cow. That would be fine. March to your own drummer and sing in your own key. You're just expressing yourself. Creativity. That's a song called Creativity that I wrote about all the children that are outside the box, march to your own drummer, sing in your own key. Some of the lines say, paint a purple cow, wear stripes and polka dots. Who cares if that's who you are? Express yourself. And I think that's one of the most important gifts that we can give to children is the safety to feel like they can be who they want to be. They don't have to fit in a box.
Absolutely. I absolutely copy that. Today, friends, we have an amazing topic for our discussion, which is once in a lifetime opportunity that Marian is offering, which is a Music with Merit certification. And that's what we're going to talk about in the next 40-45 minutes. Marian, What makes Music with Mare different from other music programs?
I created this because when my daughter was little, we went to other music programs, and they all seemed to be so focused around musicality, or making sure everybody was singing the same song, and frankly, I was bored, but I was pushing through it because it was for my daughter. But she was bored, and I thought it needs to be a program where you're not teaching music, you're using music to teach. And the focus isn't on musicality, but on using music to develop all the areas of the child. So, because I have a degree in music and in early childhood, I combine both of those fields to use brain research to have ways to implement the findings. Like, there's a lot of people that go out there and they tell you all this brain research, and you leave their workshop and you're like, okay, now that I know that, how do I use it? So what I did was create a program where I tell you the brain research and then I show you how to use it and talk about what it does for the children. So when parents come to a Music with Mare class, or a teacher uses Music with Mare in their center with their children, you're not teaching music, you're using music to teach the whole child, the body, heart, and mind. And that's what's I'm just so passionate about it. And you know that, Atul.
Absolutely, Mare. That's amazing. That's what. So, when did you start Music with Mare programs, Marianne? And why did you start? Was it really important? Why
Yeah,
music in such an early age? That's what people ask. And why music at such an early age? 4-year, 5-year old?
oh my
They
goodness,
may not.
no. I think the first thing I did when I held my daughter was sing to her at 1 hour old. So yeah, I music is so important to infants for bonding. And these are some of the things that I teach in my certification that are so important that you're not going to hear in other music programs. Like why, when you're holding your child and rocking your child, an infant. I mean, it starts then. It starts as an infant. And my daughter, I even have a picture. When birth announcement was me sitting at the piano with her tiny hands on the keys, announcing my new baby and when she was just about two, we enrolled in a class so that I can meet other parents. I was home on maternity leave. I am a music teacher by vocation, and I was home on maternity leave and doing things with her. And to be honest, Atul, I was in a class and the teacher really wasn't very skilled at knowing how to use music for this age group. And she started, and everyone was getting frustrated with her because you clearly could see this wasn't the right space for her. And one point she started singing head and shoulders, knees and feet. And you know that it's head and shoulders, knees and
toes.
Yeah, that's right. I knew you would know the word. And when she sang feet, I, without thinking, went, it's toes. And she said a very important line that maybe changed my life. She said, well, if you know how to do this better than I do, why don't you come up here? And I said,
Wow, is that? Oh my God. All right.
And I said, okay. And then afterwards, the parents were like, hey, do you think you could teach this class? We'll come to you. And I was like, yeah, okay. So I want to take a minute. Hi, Sana. Hi, Kathleen and Charmaine, and all these people are
Hello.
saying
Hi,
hi.
guys.
Thanks
Hi,
for coming
Debbie,
on.
Dr. Kathleen. It was
Yeah.
so great that people have joined, and
Yes, I
Debbie is
love it.
waving to friends, and Sana is here, and Preeti is also there, and Charmin Beg
Yay.
has also
And
joined.
Debbie.
Hi, Charmin.
Debbie Clement.
Debbie is
Yeah.
also, yes.
So anyway, the parents asked me to start my own program, and I did. And then the parents asked me, I was making up songs. Like everyone liked when I did 5 fingers in my pocket. It's such a simple song, but kids just love it. And so I started making up the stuff, and the parents were, well, can we buy that? And I'm like, it's not recorded. So into the studio I go, and everything grew organically. It was as I was, Atul, you have the same passion as I. It's not the motivation of the money, it was the motivation of how many families can
Yes.
I get to sing with their children? How many, and so I became known for, like the parents would go, well, we'll pay you. And I just said, well, what do you want to pay me? But I became known for, if you can't afford it, tell me privately and
Yes.
just come in anyway. No one has to know,
That's
and
great.
yeah.
So now you are today declaring it here on a live show, which is also streaming in your page. So friends, if you are a little tight budget, even then Marianne is there to help you out. All right.
Yeah,
Carry on.
I started training other people to do the program too, and then I
Yeah.
started doing school certifications. And I'm really very, very excited because I got to talk to Preeti. I think you know Preeti, Atul. Think you know Preeti? Yeah.
Yes.
And she secured a spot to take certification with me this
Fantastic. So
coming
friends,
Friday. So I'm going to be
yes,
training Preeti and her staff at WOWkids. I'm like excited. Woohoo!
absolutely.
Music on
Yes,
their
yes.
certification
So
and go up.
Wow Kids Preschool is going to be the first preschool in India.
Yes.
Should I say this? To take this music with merit certification program and launch it in our preschool. Amazing. I think we are really, really proud. And so Dr. Kathleen, love this, getting parents to sing with their children, so important. I say hi to Aparna Bedi Tiwari. She's joined. She's one of our partners from Bangalore.
Yes.
All right.
And I would like to comment on the Kathleen's comment and then the one below it. When Peter Alsop, who was on a couple of weeks ago, and Dr. Becky Bailey, who I did the I Love You rituals for, I set them to music. Both of them came to sit in a music with Mayor class and just watch the magic. And when it was over, they're both psychologists, and both of them said, this class is as much for the parents as it is for the children.
Absolutely.
Because you might be singing a song that's meant for kids, but when that child is singing with you later,
Right.
you are still carrying that magic out of the room. Plus, it's also the bonding. And I will say, one of the most endearing songs from the program is a song where at the end I have everybody stand up. If they want to stay seated, they can, and just cuddle with their baby for 2 minutes while I play a song that goes, "Are the best baby in the world. I'm so glad I'm your girl. I love you so, in case you didn't know. You're the best baby in the world." And then it sings, "You're the best mommy, you're the best daddy, you're the best little boy." And what happens is that family bonds. You're creating all these neurochemicals, dopamine, serotonin, endorphins, and you are bonding. I have parents that get in touch with me now 20, 25 years later that are now having grandchildren that their children are still singing that song. I had a mom tell me one time her son, who was 18, she was scolding him for something that he did and talking to him about responsibility. And this 18-year-old, ready to be a man, put out his arms, grabbed his mother, and started singing, "You're the best mommy in the world." And, it's so powerful what happens in
It
these
is.
classes.
Yes.
And
I completely agree. Even I have studied in a school where music was a part of our education. and I had taken it up as one of my subjects in my classes. And there are so many songs that I remember singing, and those songs you cannot forget. You
No,
cannot,
you cannot.
and more than that, you cannot forget the prayer that you sing. You still hum. That's the beginning, and then the rhymes. In a lot of preschools, I have personally seen that they sing these rhymes in the tone they want to be, but then there is a certain set tone for every rhyme also. Even
Yes.
that children enjoy, and even that can be taught in a very nice manner. But the
Yes.
teacher must be willing to learn it and then, you know, give it to the children. So that's very, very important. But music, I think that's the best thing, and children learn faster.
Oh, definitely. Like,
They learn faster with expressions. They learn faster with the expressions. I
well,
think that's the power of music.
the other thing that was important to me was that the songs were not sing-songy melodies that the parents would not want to listen to. Like I loved Barney. I thought that was a wonderful show for the children, but it was something that parents got easily to. I love you, you love, and it's cute. It served a great purpose, but you didn't want to keep listening to that, and so I wanted there to be music where parents wouldn't mind having it playing in the car, and they would buy into it because the music was sophisticated enough that the parents will enjoy it, but innocent enough that the children would still love it. And I would get parents coming up to me all the time and saying, I love your music because I don't mind it playing in the car when I'm driving,
Yeah.
and that's important because if the
Because
parents
see, one more thing, Marian, all the songs for children are meaningful, and parents enjoy it if they are with good music and with good nice meaningful songs, because they will teach children something which the parents cannot teach by just telling them to do. So
right
they can
and
always listen, they can always rhyme, and they can always explain the meaning of the song, because it's
oh
very, very slow, and it is with the expression, and that's the power of music. And let me tell you, that's what we have seen in the songs of Mare, in the music with Mare, that I'm really surprised, and I want to tell everyone the reason why we have chosen to be the first one to sign up for this certification is because we have seen so many opportunities when there was a comment on the group globally, and Mare always had a song for it. You always, and that's what we keep wondering every time I talk to Preeti, and she says that she has song for each and every instance. How is that possible? So, Mar, I have a question here, which is out of the questions that we discussed.
uh-oh
So, is it how many songs do you have that you
written
would have made? Yes, for children. Is it 40 or beyond that?
how many did you guess?
40, 40?
You're funny. No, I have 500.
Oh my God.
I know. It was funny because we went. My family. We went to Memphis and we went to Graceland and we went into the room where all Elvis's albums were up. And my daughter looked around and started counting, and she goes, "Mom, you have more albums than Elvis."
Oh yeah.
And I thought, that's funny. Oh my gosh.
Marian,
But
my
I don't.
question to you will be: how many songs have you made for children? How many of them are your songs which you have?
They're all mine. There are a few like Head and Shoulders, Knees and Toes. That's not my song per se, but
But you have produced it in your own way. Have you reproduced it?
yes. So I've taken a few songs like that, like and just put my own spin on it. So
Dr.
I
Kathleen has a question which is very interesting. Do you think singing supports the development of the right side of the brain, the right brain to the right brain connection between parents or teachers and children?
um Well, Kathleen, that's interesting, but I do have to say, music is
She's
the only activity
that's a
that.
question that only a doctor can ask.
Wait, no, but Kathleen knows that this is something I cover extensively in my certification program. So you want to learn about this, you need to take that certification, or at least, like come to the master class we'll be doing. But let's answer the question. Music is the only activity that uses both sides of the brain. So the rhythm, the melody of the music is, yes, it is supporting the right brain, but the lyrics are supporting the left brain. And then the memories that go along with the song are activating the hippocampus. So you're getting that whole brain going. Now, so then I guess Kathleen's might then go, well, what if it's just instrumental music, Mayor? We don't have that left side for the language, but we do have the emotion going in there. So the pitches and all of the other elements of music there. I forget how many, and this is bad for someone with a music degree to forget, but I believe there are like 10 different elements of music, pitch, harmony, rhythm, timbre, and all of those. And music gets all of them. And this is one of the things that, going back to the what's different about music with Mayor, I pride myself into teaching this to every single woman or man who teaches my program, that they understand all this brain research. There's a lot of other music programs out there. If you have an instructor, you can say to them, oh, I see you're using a Kodai method with your rhythm sticks. And the teacher will go, huh? I don't know, I'm just doing the rhythm stick activity that goes with the program. A music with Mayor person knows, yes, that is from Kodai, and who is a composer. But there's all these different great teachers of music over time, like Kodai, like Orff, like Emile Decroix from Paris, that I take their ideas and put them all into one program.
Fabulous. So just to give a shout out to some of the people who've joined, Rosemary Makwana Pintosh. She's joined from a city called Pune from India. She's very excited. Yes, Rosemary, WOWkids is taking the certification. You should also plan to join. Also, I have Aparna Bedi Tiwari. She says music heals and music makes us relax with joy. We remember all the songs we sang in the schools. Yes, we did. We have Arun Tripathi from Hoshangabad, which is in Madhya Pradesh. He's also one of our business partners at WOWkids. He says music is powerful tool for kids learning. Yes, Arun, you are absolutely correct.
Atul, someone back up had asked a question about how do we get the people in charge to buy in. How do you get ECE admin to buy in to the importance of music? And that always seems to be a popular question. When I do my trainings, I always have a teacher raises their hand and says, but how do I get my director to let me use that much music? And that's always like, what? But it's just they themselves have to get into the workshops, or at least the brain research. And that is one of the reasons I created the Music with Mayor Brain Facts page on Facebook.
Yes.
And
Marian, won't it be a good idea, because you are doing a master class, a free master class? Will that not be a good idea for this person to connect and the preschool owner to join? And we can also share the link we can record this free master class, and we can always put it in the group for people to watch it later also. I think that shouldn't be a problem. So a lot of questions will get answered once you do this free master class that we have been planning.
Yes,
Yes, you also have a page that you were saying that music is with Mayor Brain Fact page. Is it possible for you to paste the link of that page on the comment section? Maybe what you can do is after the live stream, you can just post the link
Good
to that
idea. I
page.
wouldn't want to mess things up.
Yes.
But if you go into Facebook and you put Music with Mayor Brain Facts, it will come up. It will come up. And I was telling Preeti when we were talking the other day that a lot of people, like an administrator is sitting in the workshop, and I'm tying in how music ties into state standards. In the Florida, in the United States, we call them state standards. Every place has their educational standards that they have to follow. That by this age, you should be doing this. By this age, you should be doing that. And this is what you should be doing to meet math readiness, language readiness, science readiness. I incorporate that into all my songs. Somebody posted today a very cute art activity that's going to teach the metamorphosis of a frog. Yes, Atul, I have a song about the metamorphosis of the frog.
Wow.
And I teach that when an admin's sitting there and I'm saying, this song is science readiness, it's vocabulary, it's the order, the scientific method, but it's also mathematics, so it's all tied in. And then they realize, wow, this isn't just music. But yesterday I said to Preeti, there's this brain fact. You have kids standing up and they're shaking their bodies like this, right? And I did that song the other day, shake it, shake what you got, right? And some administrator walks in and says, what are you doing? You're wasting time. We need to get them ready for reading. They're 4 years old. I am getting them ready for reading by doing this. But when you shake, you're activating your lymphatic system. And that is the part of the body that gets rid of toxins. So you are not only getting the brain activated, but you're keeping the body healthy. Why would you not use music?
Absolutely.
And why would you not want to learn more about how to use music?
It's a great stress buster, and I have seen a couple of videos of yours on YouTube where you make them jump. You really make them do those physical activities which will make them fit. And those physical activities you can't do without the music. They have to have that beat and that rhythm for children, to jump on those particular beats and rhythm. And that really, really helps in their physical development. I personally believe music is very, 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 very important in the overall development of children. It also releases a lot of energy. Children are full of that energy and they need to unleash. Otherwise, you know what they will do? They will fight with each other in the classroom. That's what they do. That's one of the things that I personally feel that music can play a very, very important role in behavior control. What do you say about this? What do you say about this, Marianne?
Okay.
Wow. So I think one of Rosemary has posted your music.
Thank you.
No, Rosemary, this is not the Facebook page. There is a Brain Fact page, which is different, which is another page of music of Marianne. What is the name? Can you come again, Marianne? Can you tell that to our viewers?
Let me see. I can look on my phone and grab it.
Brain Fact.
Yeah. It's Music with Mayor's Brain Fact page.
Yes.
And yeah, the URL doesn't show on the phone, so can't do that. Sorry.
So somebody writes, thanks for giving us sermonation for administration. Brain knowledge is great. Yes.
I love that. Although I do have to say, I was doing a workshop one day for K through 8 teachers about the importance of music. The administrator sat in the workshop. And when it was over, he said to me that it was so informative. I really appreciate this. This is good information. But my classroom teachers do not have time for music. And I looked at him and said, how, you did not hear a word I said. If that could be your comment at the end of this day, you didn't really listen. You know, because some of them, there are going to be some people that just don't get it. And for those people, what I say is just use the music. Sometimes it's, this might not be a very popular thing, but sometimes it's better to say I'm sorry than ask for permission. You know, like use the music with the children until someone comes in and says, I don't want you doing that. And then you get used to then you take the time to try to get them to understand why. But they've done studies where they've had the same classroom of children, the same teacher teaching, one using music, one not using music, using the Kodai tapping method, and the children that use the music consistently score higher. Consistently.
Absolutely, yes. Because I think it has to do a lot with the concentration. It improves the concentration of the children. And one important topic, we dropped it in the middle. So we were discussing about the behavior. Yes.
Yes.
So,
sorry.
My question is, have you had, and I'm sure, have you had parents of children who are very, very aggressive?
Oh, yeah.
Joining your classes?
Oh, yes.
Have you seen children? Have you seen transformation in them?
Absolutely. Terry Bowen Irish, who was we interviewed a few weeks ago, she and I did a CD together called My Mindful Music. And it was about, behavior management, helping children understand. And one of the things that was important to Terry was that people think of, well, we can use music to help children learn to energize, like saying, get that energy. But there are a lot of children that are also the opposite, somewhat lethargic. They don't know how to energize. They're the ones that are like, I'm tired. I don't feel like it. And so there's, using music to help that other end as well. But music, there's a thing called entrainment. And so you look at the children's energy level, and that's the music you play. There's a lot of people that'll say, oh, well, if you want children to calm down, play classical music.
All right. So this request, Marian, of asking the question for administrator had come from Patricia Hager. Okay, I think her name is not being displayed, but hi, Patricia.
Hello, Patricia.
Yes.
Thanks for that great question.
Absolutely. All right, so
you asked about children that are jumping around. Mm-hmm.
Aparna Bedi Tiwari has also posted her YouTube channel of her preschool children singing. Yes, thank you. We will have a look at it. All right, so WOWkids Smiley Home Suganya. Her name is Suganya. Music is the common and powerful language to speak with kids in their terms. Yes, they enjoy it as much as we are in their world. Absolutely, you are absolutely correct.
There is a powerful show on Amazon, their TV channel.
Prime, yes, okay.
Amazon Prime with Yo-Yo Ma, and I think it's called The Silk Road. What he does is gets musicians from all over the world and has them play together. I thought it was interesting because I had this idea back in 1997. I produced a song where I took the Algaita, I took the Hungarian drums, and I took instruments from all over the world, and I played them all together. And the producer said to me, this isn't going to sound right. I go, that's the point. It will, and it's going to prove that no matter where you are in the world, music just brings people together. And this show does that. It is fantastic. And so if you ever want to see the power of music and transcending our differences, then that's a really good show to watch. Or you can listen to my song too. But children don't have to speak the language to participate in the music.
Yes, you are right. You are right. Absolutely. And there are a lot of children who can sing a different language song without learning that language, just because of the rhythm and the sound that involves them. It is, I think, I really, that's a very, very powerful thing, that they don't have to learn the language in order to sing and participate in music. Absolutely.
Right.
So Mayor, I have a question here, that is this program that you have, can it be used by parents at home?
Yes, absolutely. And that the Music with Mayor classes are interactive 45-minute programs where adults come with the child. And I, as Peter and Dr. Bailey both said, I'm not just teaching the children, it's also I'm teaching the parents. So when the parents go home, they can do other things with the children and they can extend the lessons I'm teaching them. So most definitely.
Okay, so it can be, and it's, I think there are so many videos that you already have on YouTube. If they buy your music cassettes also, and if they take this certification, they can do it with their children at home. They don't need to physically come and attend the class. So
And
I'm saying that in respect to somebody on this global group, any parent who wants to just take up this certification for their own children or their classrooms, I think this is going to be a wonderful opportunity.
and
So how can we, yeah, please carry on.
I'm sorry, but I'm so excited. But the certification includes 4 whole CD downloads. So not only are you being told, hey, this song is really great to use. I'm not the kind of person to go, and now you have to buy it. No, I'm gonna give it to you.
Wow. So how
So
many songs will it be total?
I'm not sure.
Approximately.
So there's 10 to 12 songs on each album, and I'm going to include 4 albums. So anywhere between 45 and 50 songs.
Wow, that's and they are the best. Do you still require to buy some other music songs to be able to do in the classroom, or these 40 will be good enough to start the program?
I deliberately made it so that it would cost you no extra money, because I do not want that. I don't want people to say, oh gosh, now I took a training and in order to use it, now I have to buy stuff. So that's why I include it on the certification. You don't have to buy it.
I'm also even excited and asking you so many questions about it. So this certification, and we have more question. I think there are a lot of people who seems to be interested. All right. How many hours is this certificate program, and they recorded or live? How is it?
Okay, so we had decided that because of the various time zones, trying to find a time that would work best for everyone, that it would be best to make it a 2-hour program. I can record it, however, you're not going to get as much out of it as you would live.
Yes. So this, I suggest, Marian, I think to put it, that this certification will be 2 hours of live training. Okay, where it will be on Zoom, I think, like a webinar where the viewers will be watching you and you can ask questions, right? I can interact with you.
Yes.
And I can ask you questions on that, right?
Yes.
And what I would suggest, because Zoom has that facility that you can record it also,
yes.
And maybe people who miss it by any chance, or who want to see it again after some time, they can see it again.
Yes.
Okay,
definitely, I think the recorded is more beneficial to those that took it live, that they could go back and watch again. Like, I wish I could remember what she said about how to do Mr. Froggy, or what was it she did with the sticks. Then you can go back and you can see, and that is also another training tool that you get as part of the certification, that you can also access them.
Fantastic.
Someone is asking about the cost. Okay, so
Yay!
drum roll.
So,
When I do
this is
this,
a once in a lifetime opportunity, and it's a breaking news. Break that news that it's going to be once in a lifetime opportunity.
yes,
And that you will never get in your life, and it's been done by our constant pressure to marry and to do it just once. And this is never going to come again in the lifetime. So over to you, Marianne.
When I do these trainings in the US, I usually do a full 6 hours, and it's get a Mr. Froggy along with it and all that stuff. Oh, we can't do that now, the way things are. So instead, I'm going to just charge $99. And that is fantastic, because 4 CDs would cost you $40. So you're getting $40 worth of music and the training, which is
And
normally,
a certificate.
yes.
So there is a lifetime certificate that the person has been trained for music with Mer, how to use the program, which you can proudly display in your office over the coming years, and you can conduct those programs with Marianne, right?
And I was really surprised, because we had those certifications here in the United States, and one school that is certified, I was stopped in, and I was in the front office, and they have it, the certificate, displayed on the wall. And this mom came in, excuse me, and she wanted to enroll her child in the school. And she said, "But I have a few questions." And she looked at the wall. She goes, "You're trained in the brain research music program? I'm definitely signing up." And I was like,
Fantastic. That's I'm sure.
Thank you.
See, there are to my knowledge, we are a preschool chain in India now, very well established in 20 states. I'm very sure none of them in India is using this program, and it's really, really going to add up to your personal classroom as a teacher. If you're a teacher, if you're a school owner, you must attend this Music with Mar certification program. This is an opportunity which Marianne is giving, once in a lifetime opportunity for $99. I don't think so you should ever miss it. And this is only because there's a pandemic, the worldwide pandemic. It's not yet over, but it is now getting to over with the vaccination. So your schools may be opened, or may now start to reopen. So this will actually give you what you call it will give you a stepping stone to go to the next level with your childcare program. That this is what you actually made during this is the new learning, this is a new addition to your existing childcare program. I'm very sure that nobody in India is using it. So we will be proudly waiting for this certification, and we'll be very, very, very excited to be using this Music with Mar program in our classrooms.
Well, yeah, no one is. Well, I've been to India twice. I think you know that. And one of the things is you're always wondering, does my so-called American music transfer over to children in other countries? And I did concerts in New Delhi, in Mumbai, in Thane, and in a place where I cannot remember the name. But I take out Mr. Froggy and I start singing. I do 5 fingers in my pocket, and I sent Atul some pictures of the expressions on the children's faces. They had never saw me before, but they just, boom. It's like a magnet when you start this music. It has happened in Africa. It has happened in China. all over. Children just go, I want to sing to that frog.
Absolutely.
Gotta do it.
I think that's going to be mind blowing, Marian. So you already told, would I need to purchase things to use Music with Mayor program, or it is a complete package? So you already answered that.
Yes. Now, of course, because of the pandemic and the difference in mailing and stuff like that, I wish that there was a way that I could, send everybody a Mr. Froggy, but I will talk in the certification that even though he's just so lovable and everything, you can make your own, get your own.
Yes.
You don't have to.
Is it essential to have Mr. Froggy, or if I have another one, which is bigger one, to be able to use that one, or your music has been made with Mr. Froggy?
A lot of it has. There's a lot of songs
great,
with Mr.
great.
Froggy.
Not a difficult thing to reproduce a similar Froggy. If you can share the pictures and the width and the size of this Froggy, so we will be very happy to get it made
or
here
we
locally.
can find out what it would cost to send you a few,
Yes,
which might be
definitely,
less.
definitely.
Which
Definitely.
might be less.
Or maybe find out what is the cost of flying over to the US and getting it over.
Yeah, no,
So that's
other
what we're
things.
planning. In fact,
Yeah.
that's what our plan for 2022 looks like. I think we can think about it. Not
Yeah,
necessarily, but
I keep
yeah.
saying I'm gonna Goa to Goa.
Yes.
But
Or
the
I'm going to
other
fly
thing,
down to Florida or to Arizona.
well, the other thing are generic, like rhythm sticks, bean bags. Those are things that you can use on your own. And I will give some ideas for, like, if you can't afford to buy rhythm sticks, what can you use instead? And also bean bags. You can't buy bean bags. What can you use instead? I give all those ideas.
Yes, so I think you can also give a prerequisite kind of list of material that is required to be trained. So it will really help. So we are going to. So yes, Dr. Catherine, I'm planning to fly down to Arizona, not sooner, but yes, definitely, and we'll definitely meet you, and so many people. All right, so I think it's been 50 minutes, Marianne.
Oh my goodness.
And now my next question to you, which is going to be last question, that how can we know more about the Music with Mayor program before signing for the certification? So before
And someone asked when the certification is. So Atul, we moved the dates a little bit, so I don't want to say the wrong
15th of February is the master class. Okay, is the free master class is on the 15th of February, right?
And then the certification is the 21st.
21st, yes, 21st.
Or
that
22nd.
Is correct. It's going to be on a weekend. We haven't finalized the date. So probably we can finalize the date in a couple of days and roll it out. Or you can announce it, Marian, on the day of your free master class.
I think we had put down that we would have the master class and then the certification the following week. Personally, I like it better that way, because then the excitement is still there.
Yes.
Like people are getting excited today, and then they're like, how long are you going to make me wait? And then it's human nature to go, maybe I don't need that new coat. So
great.
yeah, that was the other question, when we were going to do it. Okay.
All right. So Marian, we are waiting for your free master class, which is going to be on the 15th. I think that's going to be on Sunday at the same time, but people will have to use a link that we are going to post in the next few days. Over the next few days, we can have more and more registrations. I think one group will be of 100 people. Let's hope that we make the first slot. If first slot is full, you can have another set of 100 people join in the second slot. Okay, that's how Zoom works. If you're planning to do it on Zoom, so you all will need to sign up. Yes, Dr. Kathleen, I'm so sorry. 14th of Feb. Yes, you are right, Dr. Kathleen.
That is Valentine's Day, and what better way to show love to yourself?
Yes.
Use
So the
music.
free master class by Marian is on the 14th of February at the same time. Okay. And how long will that master class be, Marian? Will it be 45 minutes, 1 hour?
Oh, the master class is to 1 hour. Yes.
1 hour.
And you asked about, and I didn't answer, how to find out about me before that. So you can go to my website, musicwithmare.com.
Yes, somebody had actually. So we are going to, somebody has asked, okay, Patricia, I think, has asked, where do you sign up? So we will be posting the link of Zoom very soon on our group.
And there is a YouTube page where you can see me in action. And it's Music with Mare. I make everything easy for people to find me. Just Music with Mare, and it'll come up in, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest. It's all the same.
Absolutely. So before we conclude, so there is going to be a free masterclass on the 14th of Feb, which is Valentine's Day. Same time, 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time, 10:30 ET, which is the Eastern Standard Time in the US. Correct, Marian?
Yes.
Okay. And it's going to be for 1 hour. You will have to sign in with the link that we are going to be floating on our group in the coming days, every day. So you'll have to sign in. You will get a link to join that Zoom class on, on that day during the same time. And on the same day, Marian is going to announce the information about the certification that she's going to do on the 21st, which is, again, I think it's going to be 2 hours of certification where you get a certificate, you get 40 to 50 songs, 4 CDs, and then a lot of other information to use this Music with Mare program in your the way you want to use it. You want to use it as a parent, you want to use it in your classroom, you want to use it in your school, whatever way you want to. I think so. That's the summary. I think I have been able to sum up to your expectation, Marian.
Oh, you're wonderful.
All right. Okay. Any concluding music? Any couple of lines?
Oh my goodness. You want a serious song or a silly song?
Silly song.
A silly song. Okay. My hands have fingers, my feet have toes, my legs have knees, my face has a nose, my fingers have nails, my head has hair, my mouth has a tongue. Want to see? There.
Wow. So that's what kids really enjoy. So my dear friends, today we had an amazing spotlight talk. It went over 55 minutes, and it was a talk on the free masterclass Marian would be doing, followed by a Music with Mare certification. Friends, this is once in a lifetime opportunity. WOWkids has already signed up from India, even before, because we know we have been watching what is the strength of this program for children. I urge you to block your calendars for this masterclass. That is going to be on the 14th of Feb, which is Valentine's Day, same time. You will be given information about a $99 certification. That's not to be missed.
One other group that benefits when you ask and thinking, because I'm looking at Kathleen, there are a lot of occupational therapists, physical therapists, and speech therapists who take my training and use it with therapy for children that are having some developmental delays. So even as a therapist, it is a wonderful training to have.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Marian, for this spotlight show and giving us this information and opportunity for this free masterclass and a $99 certification. Unbelievable. All right.
And I want to thank you, Atul, for creating this wonderful space for so many of us to share and connect. You are a gift to the early
Thank you
childhood
so much.
community throughout the world. We all appreciate you.
Thank
And I
you.
am
Thank you
so
from all my
excited.
heart. Thank you. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much. And I also thank all the viewers on Facebook for taking your precious time out to watch this live talk show. We had a great show and a fantastic time with you. Stay safe, protect yourself, protect everyone until we meet again next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Yes.